Good morning, my name is Carla Villegas, and I'm going to be talking about technology, perception, and reality. My research question is technology changing our perception of reality? I chose to research this question because nowadays technology has become a big part of a person's life. Now, my question connects to 3 of the articles from the stimulus packet. The first one being the extrasensory perception, because it talks about how they use the technology to be able to create sensors to know what's happening around a building. Then it connects to sense and sensibility, the molecular logic of olfactory perception, because it also talks about technology and the way they use it to see how the animals' genes and how they view their sense differently in their environment. And then lastly, the looking glass house, because the young girl has 2 different perspectives, one being that it's an alternate world and something fictional, and the other being that it's a reality. One of the technologies that we constantly use day to day is smartphones, like the iPhone, Galaxy, Pixel, and Nexus. Now, have you ever woken up and immediately checked your phone? Well, in today's society, a lot of people would say yes, because it's become part of a routine. On the picture to your left, you can see that we make sure that everything we take looks perfect so we can give people a sense of that we have this perfect life and giving them a distorted sense of our own reality. And then to your picture to the right, you can see these are a group of friends that are hanging out, when in reality, they're just detaching themselves from actually being with each other. This connects because now we don't notice what's around us because of the technology that we have. In our smartphones, we have social media. And because of the technology of our smartphones, we have access to it. But is that a good thing? In a survey by Barclaycard, a bank that's in Delaware, 1 in 3 people admitted that their lives are simply too boring without embellishment, meaning that they lie and they would create a fake profile so they could seem as they have a perfect life full of enjoyment. Thus, social media like Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook can make people give different perspectives of reality because we don't even know if what we're looking at is real. The second technology, the second technology that can change our perception is virtual reality, which is a computer-based technology that can make any experience seem incredibly real when you're not even there. Like, no, and that. Real or fake? Here I have 2 pictures, both of the Eiffel Tower. The one on your left was seen through a virtual reality device, and the one on your right is seen through an actual person by a photographer. As you can see, they're extremely similar. Thus shown because of how this was taken by a person, this was seen by a person who was probably in the comfort of their own home, and this was taken by a person who was actually experiencing that moment, making virtual reality be able to change our perception of what's real and what's fake. My first solution is to banish any smartphones. Yes, although this might be not reasonable or realistic, it might be possible. Some benefits would be that it allows for more face-to-face communication. Another would be that we are more productive, and it also forces us to pay attention to what's around us. Some implications is that people might become bored because they don't have anything to do throughout the day. And it also can affect people who have speech disabilities because they use the smartphones to know how to communicate. Some limitations is that we can't communicate with people who are far away from us, and there's a possibility of missing something important because we can't be reachable by our phones. My second solution is to stop innovation of technology. Some benefits to this: it can solve the problem of technology changing our perception of reality, and it can also reduce the dependence on workforce to make sure that our technology is working. Some implications is that jobs can be lost and we can't have any more advancement in our society. And lastly, the limitations would be that markets for both small and large companies wouldn't expand. And we wouldn't be able to do anything because what we usually do is because of technology. Conclusion, there is no possible way to stop technology from changing our perception of reality, but there is a way that we can change the way we use it. These are my recitals. Thank you.
All right. So what information did you need that you weren't able to find or locate, and how did you go about trying to find that?
One information that I didn't find would be how virtual reality can affect our perception. And I tried to go to Google Scholar and also any journals, scientific journals, but they didn't have anything about virtual reality. Instead, they had something about like social media.
Okay. And what additional questions emerged from your research? Why are these questions important?
An additional question that emerged while I was doing my research is, why was virtual reality even created? And I think this was important because virtual reality was usually for gaming systems and not for like viewing this. And I always thought it was important because we can use it for research or to see if something can be influenced to make it better.
All right.